Okay, this is Aaron again with Exalted Lamb 1, and I didn't think I'd have another video out. I've been spending a lot of time with family and things, and as my manner is, typically during the daytime or in the morning, I'm looking at different things. I'm looking at news and things sometimes, and, praying and things and asking the Lord what to do. And I've been getting, to spend time with family and things, but I still look at different things, and He has me, check out different things still, and then I'm always have certain, arrows in my quiver, and I have a lot of information on this, the Nashville incident there on Christmas Day, and the explosion and things. So I have a lot of stuff to prove really what I've been talking about on my last couple videos. But it would be 2 to 3 hours of stuff. So, and here I am looking at my channel. I'm looking at comments and things, and then I have this person named Jocelyn the Rock Slide. So thank you for mentioning some stuff, and I'd already looked at this particular name. I'm not gonna tell you what it is at the exact moment here, but I looked at it, and I looked at the I looked for anagrams and things. In fact, I'm going to show you. It's the end of the world as we know it, and I feel fine. The first letter code anagram that I found months ago to kind of make my point about this particular name code that I found an anagram as well. But I looked at it before because I saw, some words in it and things, and I was convinced there was something in there, but I just didn't. I tried it a little bit. I didn't find anything. And then this person, Jocelyn Rockslide, basically kind of egged me on to kind of, to look at, well, I shouldn't say egg me on, but basically inspired me to look more. And I believe I know what it says now. So I want to make a point of making a quick video. Again, I have, oh my gosh, hours of really crazy evidence of this time frame, possibly New Year's Eve attack. And if not, then the third. So we're right in the middle. As of right now, we're in the middle of the 623rd week from the coronation, or the selection, or the selection of Barack Hussein Obama, as I call him, Stinky BO, the 44th Prez. And he's kind of the key to this stuff. And there's a lot of things going on because he is the Antichrist. And so um, I wanted to throw this out. I really feel like the Lord wanted me to throw this information out, and not really harp on the dates necessarily, but that it's going to happen eventually, like this code right here. So this came out, I think it was back in the 90s or something. So it's the end of the world as we know it, and I feel fine, by REM. So, and I did a kind of a breakdown of that song and the video, the lyrics and things months ago, but I wanted to hit this again to make a point for what I'm going to do with this name coming up here. Basically, listening to the song, the Lord basically made it clear to me that there is a hidden code in it. Of course, a lot of it's gematria. I've shown that as well on some videos as well. But it is what I've done quite a bit, as well as gematria, is also, I think I'm the only one that I know of that's talking about, or has been talking about first and last letter codes. So this is a first letter anagram code. So it's the end of the world as we know it, and I feel fine. It's first letter. So let me show you this real quick. But first let me say this. Let me show this for you real quick. So basically, if you go, first letter is ITEOTWAWKIAIFF. Okay, so it's a first letter code. If you take all those first letters and then you scramble them, it's an anagram. So you find out how, what it spells out. Okay, and then there's typically a catch in these codes, because there's a particular word or something, or phrase that's spelled not normally the way you would, but it's a kind of a creative way to spell something, so it's harder to find. Now, first of all, this was almost impossible to find if the Lord didn't completely lead me to it, and I think this proves that the Lord. I think these are one of the things in the many videos I've done that absolutely proves the Lord guided me to this, because there's no way in myself that anyone would believe that I found it. There's no way. And if you ever needed evidence that the Lord is working in me, this is it. I mean, this is so profound. It's incredible. So I want to give you a little bit of background real quick. There's so much more I could touch on this, but I'm not going to. So in the beginning of the song, it says, "That's great. It starts with an earthquake, birds and snakes, an airplane. Lenny Bruce is not afraid." Okay, so that's how it starts. So this is the how it starts with the end of the world as we know it. That's what it's saying. That's great. Okay, right? It's the great tribulation possibly or whatever, but it says it starts with an earthquake. Now, several people, including my daughter, have had dreams about a massive earthquake that happens to kick off the tribulation time. And I'm not going to get into all that, okay? But, and then birds and snakes, I think I know what that is. I think that has to do with the flu symptoms, birds and snakes. And they at one point said that the CV came from snakes. They've said some different animals and stuff as well, but I remember some articles saying it could have came from snakes. And then, we know the bird flu. So birds and snakes, I think it's the year of the birds and snakes flus or whatever. And then an airplane. So for a while, I wasn't sure about that, okay? And then I broke down Lenny Bruce is not afraid in gematria, but I'm not getting into that right now. Okay. And so let me go to this next. So it says a lot of different words and things, a lot of different phrases. And then there's a part in the song that says, world serves its own needs. Listen to your heart bleed. Okay. Tell me with the rapture and the reverent in the right. Right. Okay. So the part I want to focus on is tell me with the rapture. So they're talking about the rapture. Now, a lot of Christians have been on YouTube and things have been talking about rapture. They've been talking about dreams of rapture. I've been sharing that there is a preacher of rapture. It's absolutely biblical. If you don't believe it, I mean, I just don't get it because there's lots of scriptures. In fact, my previous videos, which I'm going to have links in the description box below to my two previous videos, part 1 and part 2. So you can check those out if you don't know any of what I'm talking about and the warnings that are, I'm making on those videos of what's coming and destruction to the United States and all that stuff. Okay, but pre-trib is part of that. Okay, and then there's going to be other groups that are going to come later, and it's a multiple raptures. But anyway, so that's to a lot of people, a lot of Christians, that's kind of very foreign and very weird to them, probably. But it's biblical. And then in those videos, I have links in the description box of those that are links that are for downloadable documents that you can see the scriptures to support that if you don't know anything about that. And for anybody to say there's no support for that is just, I mean, it's really crazy. I mean, literally. So this song is going to prove it, and and then there's this thing out there about like, there's going to be a fake rapture or something. I mean, that's gaining steam, I think, too. I've heard a few people say that more and more in the last few months. I mean, that's ridiculous. But anyway, so what it says here is, tell me with the rapture and the reverent in the right. Right. So it's talking about the rapture and the reverent. The people who revere God are in the right. Right. So the ones who are in the rapture are the reverent in the right. Right. Okay. So it's pointing to rapture. And so this code that was hidden in the first section of the song, or the whole title, it's the end of the world as we know it, and I feel fine. Okay. And that's the one that's most catchy, and a lot of Christians, a lot of non-Christians sing this song, especially as the end of the world comes. It's also in it's in some movies and things. So even end of the world movies and such, it's just crazy. So now I'm going to get into this. Now I did a little animation of this before, but I took quick pictures of this so you get an idea. So basically right here, so look, if you follow the bouncing ball, follow the bouncing ball, follow the bouncing. Anyway, okay, so this is the first letter code. It's the end of the world as we know it, and I feel fine. Okay, does that make sense? Okay, so that's an order there, but it's mixed up. It's an anagram, so it's supposed to spell something that's coherent, that has to do with the song and the message of the song. Okay, and I just showed you. I'm telling you it's going to have to do with what I mentioned there. So here we go. Now watch this. This is really uncanny because it was really crazy how the Lord Jesus himself led me to this, to understand this. And you must understand that this is not something I could not have found myself. And I'm not going to get into all the details how he led me there, but it started with this idea that he gave me that there's a secret message about the end of the world that they're singing about in this phrase. Okay, and I was just like, what? And then he had taught me about first letter code and then different things. So I'm not getting into all that, but so here we go. So are you ready? This is still, this reason I'm sharing this is to get you an idea to kind of build up to this next first letter code I'm going to show you. Well, it's not a first letter code, it's an anagram of a name, but and the other first letter codes I've done, and you can see the first letter code of the name and the anagram of the name. This is just combining them, the first letters of these words, and they're an anagram. It's really crazy. So hopefully that makes sense. So here we go. Are you ready? So this still blows my mind, and hopefully it'll blow yours, because it is off the chain, off the charts, impossible that this could work out this way. It just is. And only Jesus himself, or God's power, could reveal this and what these demons did behind the scenes and in people. So here we go. So ITEOTWAWKIAIFF is the end of the world as we know it. Now here we go. So what is it saying? Here we go. TAEOFFATWWI. Oop. What happened there? Oh, my program's freaking out. Sorry, hold on a second. Okay, this is annoying. Sometimes it does this, and anyway, this stupid program. So, okay, so hopefully you got this, and then it's like this. Okay, so basically what it says is take off at World War III. And this is incredible. And then why? Because, again, it starts with an earthquake, birds and snakes. I told you what that was. The earthquake is starting off with this earthquake. And then an aeroplane, because it's takeoff with an airplane at World War III. Again, he's talking about the rapture of the right, or the reverend in the right? The reverent, who are reverent to God. Okay, and that's why this is saying this. It's really crazy. Isn't that insane? Wow. I'm still blown away by this. Okay, so this is what I want to show you with this. So this is, again, this whole story is complete BS, Barry Soetoro, okay, or Bob Saget, or whatever, any other name you think of for BS. Okay, and apparently this guy, Anthony Quinn Warner, okay, and this is, again, this is all gematria, all these things. I found the exact, the RV make, model, and everything, and that's all. For example, it's called a Four Winds Chateau, and Four Winds, first letter code is FW, and that's 6, and W is the 23rd letter. I didn't put that in here for some reason. I should have, but Four Winds, there's so much thing I can add to this. It's just as crazy. Four Winds is FW, which is 6, and W is 23. That's 623. And it's going to go exactly into the things I'm talking about. And then it's a chateau, and then that, so much to this. I'm not going to get into all that, but just Four Winds. And then it's a 1998. I got it down the exact model with exact decals and everything like that. And again, this is all messaging. This really didn't happen. It's exact messaging for the warnings that they're giving out for what's coming down the road, the massive explosions, the massive attacks that are coming. And that's what this is really all about. But I don't have time to put together another 2-3 hour videos, or 2 more 2-hour videos, or whatever. I just don't, for the holidays right here with my family and stuff. So, and that's 623. It's just crazy. So it's a 1998, which is to add the 1 and the 8 together, it's 9. It's 999. Upside down and backwards, it's 666. Okay, and that's just how they do this stuff. It's crazy. So what I want to show you here as well. So this is his name, okay, supposed name, and immediately I saw something in here, okay, and then it's right here, and then it's ANON. This ANON. I saw that right away, and then I saw this WARN. I'm just like, okay. I mean, I know how that whole movement and the censorship on YouTube about this kind of stuff, and this letter right here, and this whole, and I don't believe it for 1 second, but a lot of conservatives believe that this is a group or a person that's behind this, telling people about what's going on and what Trump's really doing and all this Trump was really doing. I call him Trumple anyway. But that's not, but it's part of the PSYOP. So it's like ANON and Q, and then Warren, or even WAR. And I was like, I know there's something in this that's more than that. Okay. But I couldn't quite figure it out. And then again, I had this person I just mentioned earlier, kind of do something with it. And then I'm like, it spurred me on to do more with it and really ask the Lord to help me find what's really in here. Okay, another thing I want to mention here. So again, he is in this RV, and again, it's Four Winds, and it's FW for first letter code, which is 623, and then RV is 9. 1 + 8 is 9, 22, and remember, 9 is really a 6 upside down. And that's how they hide it even more. So that's 622. So the day of the attack, as far as I've been saying, if you haven't watched my previous videos, watch those, part 1 and part 2, and they're in the description box. That from Barack Hussein Obama's inauguration, or I call it his coronation or coronation. It's the 622nd week was when this bombing happened. And then it's warning about the 623rd week, which we're right in the middle now, right now on New Year's. And then the last day of that week is the 3rd of January. And that's the anniversary, by the way, of General Soleimani, the Iranian general's death. And that would be a prime day for Iran to that I probably shouldn't even say that name for that country, whatever you call it. Oh gosh, I probably messed it up already. For that country I just mentioned to attack, okay, or at least that that premise and everything for that. Who knows who's really behind all this stuff? But anyway, for them to attack because it's the anniversary of this Soleimani guy, okay. And that would be a pretty good excuse for that, okay? And it's a good setup. Then we also have the another good thing for that day, and I'm going to mention, is we have that's the last day of the 116th Congress, American Congress, okay? 116 is upside down and backwards, 9/11. And that is the last day of the 116th Congress, or the first day of the 117th Congress. And that they wouldn't waste that, I don't think. And then also this New Year's is the 116th ball drop. And that's upside down and backwards, 9/11 as well. And I don't think they would waste that as well. So there's a number of reasons why this time frame is ripe for at least speculating. I mean, if you had all kinds of evidence that something was going to happen, and especially that was going to hurt friends and family and everything like that, why would you at least let them know? Okay, I mean, anybody wants to say anything bad about this stuff, I mean, date setting and everything. I'm just telling you that I'm warning people of possibilities. Okay, and so that's why I do this. Okay, so this is first letter code AQW. So we'll start with that, and then we'll go to the anagram, which is really crazy. So it's A is 1, of course, Q is 17, and then W is 23. And this is very curious. So we have 1 plus 1 plus 7 is 9, and then we have 23, which is 923. And like I said, remember, for the so-called RV, which is 922 for RV, which is 622. Remember, I had the dream about Jesus, and he was sitting next to me, and he came up to me, whispered in my ear, and said, 923 is 623. Said 923 is 623 because he told I had a dream 5.5 years ago that 923 America is laid low. And so I'm deducing or guessing that 923 is really 623 because that's what he told me in a dream, also to kind of clarify it, because it was kind of a hidden code. Also 923 had to do with Barack Hussein Obama meeting with the Antichrist on 9/23/2015. And then also the reason why he wanted me to know about 923 was the Revelation 12 sign was on 9/23/17. And so then he later, after all those, he said 923 is 623. Because again, that's how he wants me to do this decoding of the elite, Luciferian global elite, and what they do. And so he gave me, ultimately what they're saying, what they're believing, or what they're saying it is, or what it really is. Okay, that's what I'm thinking. Okay. And again, I'm speculating about all this stuff. And if you don't like it, go away. I don't care. I don't care. But for the thousands on my channel that do, then just keep watching, because you're going to get your socks blown off if you haven't got them already blown off from this last thing. If you haven't seen this, the REM thing. I mean, that is, whoa, look out. I mean, Lord just blew my socks off with that. Okay, here we go. More stuff. Okay, and then Anthony Quinn Warner is 923 backwards. Oh, another massive coincidence, off the charts coincidence. And then his first name is 123, and there I have like 50 123s, and a lot of these in all the different things we're talking about. I mean, things I've researched from this particular event in Nashville. It's just, there's so many 123s. And what's 123? 123 is hidden I23, and I is the 9th letter of the alphabet, which is 923, and then that's really a 623. Again, it's the 623rd week after Obama's, coronation. I'll call it that. Stinky BO's coronation. Okay. And then here we go. This, for some reason, this first slide was out of focus a little bit. It's kind of annoying. Sorry. So I'll get it right off the out of focus here. See, that was kind of out of focus. I don't know how it happened. Normally it automatically focuses. I had it on tripod and things. So here we go. So that's his name, and I'm just going to go to the first step. And I'm going to reveal it a little bit differently, but I'm just going to show you here. So here it is. This is an anagram, and I believe I finally got what the real full anagram is. And you be the judge, and we'll find out. I mean, I don't know there's no time set on this. However, like I said, let me go back for a second. It looks like it's 623rd week after his coronation, like I showed you in my previous 2 videos. If you haven't watched those, watch those. And then let me go back here. And then we have, this explosion happened in the 622nd week, okay, and all that, okay. So anyway, so let's go back over here. And I'm a little off here tonight. I apologize because I had to throw this together real fast. So I'm not normally as planned and things as I normally am. So if it's a little bit clunky and stuff, I apologize. So, okay, anyway. So here it is. I'm just gonna go to this slide because it's not blurry, and then I think the rest of them are fine after this. So so here we go. This is an anagram of something, of a phrase or something. Now here we go. What is it? This is what I'm speculating it is. Oh, this did this again. Hold on. Wow, I'm so sorry. I don't know. Man, it seems like someone's messing with me when I go to these intricate puzzles like this. It just seems like it. I'm not I don't get like that, but it's just crazy sometimes. So hopefully this doesn't freak out again. This is just this, and this application of this program is so annoying. I don't know what else to use right now. So anyway, here we go. So what is this saying? New York, then Iran. Oh, I said the name again. Oh, gosh. I'm not going to say what this is. Okay, so this is, you know what this is? New, and then a K sound. Okay. New York, then, and I'm not going to say this again. Wow. Is on. It's on. Okay, that's what I'm saying this is. It makes the most sense. It comes together very nicely. Okay, so I wanted to let you know about that. And again, I'm speculating about the time that we could have some kind of thing tonight here. We'll see. If not, then possibly on the 3rd, and if not, then we'll have to look for some other time. And I constantly keeping my eyes open for what's the possibilities. And right now we're so primed for so many things. Right now it's just off the charts. So, and again, if you haven't watched my previous videos, watch those. I'm also going to mention here. So again, the reason why these are kind of that way is this is kind of a different way to do this because it's I. So WWIII. And then, like I said, this one is a different way of doing this. That's very typical on these kind of things. So it makes it a lot harder to figure out. But again, the Lord just leads me and He gives me these ideas and things. And I thank you also for my wife for her help. She saw something on here that had to do with this, and it was just an added thing the Lord brought. So thank you so much to my wife. I'm not going to say any more than that. So thank you so much. Okay, here we go. And then past this. And then I want to mention real quick too, right now, I have this posted on BitChute. Okay. And I probably shouldn't have said that too. I don't know what to say anymore. On another platform, I'll have a link in the description box below. This is approaching, because of my last video, this is approaching, it's almost to 10,000 views on that other platform I just mentioned. Okay, so there's a link in the description box. Also, there's a link in the description box to click on, and you can download this movie or this film right from the producer. It's about 27 minutes. It's all these different professionals. I'm not going to say much more than that. And they're this is what they're doing. You can read this. Okay, they're warning. Okay, so that's very important. If you haven't seen that yet, watch that. And please, I'm asking, if you watch it, share it with at least 2 people or more. Would be better. Okay, and I just want to say to end, I did this little artwork, and I'm with him. And so if there's any kind of confusion and anybody doubts that, that's your thing or whatever, I don't care. You're ultra religious. You need, just check yourself. But my brothers and sisters that watch these videos of mine know that I'm with him, and all I care about is him. And the Lord Jesus is, you know, He has really enriched my life. I was going down the wrong road early on, and I came to, He, you know, really messed up my life, and I came to Him, and He's turned my life around, and I have a wonderful family. I have a wife and, you know, 4 children now, an older daughter, a 7-year-old son, and twin boys, and those twins are because of this twin stuff I've been talking about. It's just really crazy. So I'm just so thankful, and I thank you for watching. And if you can't share this, thumbs up, please, this video, because there's enough naysayers that always want a thumbs down immediately. As soon as I put this up, this thumbs down. I mean, because they just can't handle the truth, I guess. So please thumbs up and share. And thank you so much for your prayers. We need your prayers. Thank you so much for your prayers. And please pray for these professionals in this video that have, you know, put their lives on the line, literally have put their lives on the line. And I believe some of them are going to be gotten rid of. So please pray for them. And of course, their, you know, professions and their job, you know, their work and everything on the line, and their reputations and everything. So, and I'm really passionate about sharing about these kind of things, about what's coming with this, these jabs. It's really bad. It's really, really bad. What's already happening to people, what's happening to even the people in healthcare and stuff. I mean, it's just, and it's going to get worse. And I think we have a good shot of the innocent children being taken away before they get jabbed. So, I'm just so thankful for what's coming, but I'm concerned about a lot of people. So, anyway, so thank you so much. This is Exalted Lamb 1, over and out.